Anyone who has ever worked with soil knows there's a difference between dirt that's simply tired and dirt that is truly dead. Dead dirt has no biological movement, no structure, no smell of life. It's the kind of soil that turned entire farming regions into hardship zones throughout history, including the post-Dust Bowl years when families tried to coax crops out of land that had lost every ounce of resilience. Even today, growers hit the same wall when plots become compacted, sunburned, over-tilled, or stripped by chemical overload. The surprising twist is that some of the fastest fixes don't come from expensive amendments or deep mechanical tilling. They come from plants, species with such aggressive restorative behavior that they change the soil the way a well-designed filtration system changes water. These are not theories. There is recorded historical use and modern proof from homesteads, regenerative agriculture sites and soil labs. And understanding these species gives growers a practical toolkit for bringing dead soil back online far quicker than expected. Before we jump in, here's the 1-minute hook. During wartime disruptions in the 1940s, when fields sat neglected and production had to be ramped up immediately afterward, many farmers returned home to land that had turned lifeless. Agriculture departments didn't hand them pallets of synthetic fertilizer. Instead, they taught them to deploy specific plant species as live soil repair units. These plants worked even when the soil had been scorched, compacted, or blown bare. The method worked then, and it works now, especially for viewers who mix hydroponics with soil, or who maintain small off-grid plots that must stay productive with minimal resources. So let's go straight into the plants that act as instant soil fixers, and how to apply them with real proven steps. The first plant revives dead dirt by breaking open compacted layers in weeks, not years. Daikon radish has the kind of taproot strength that rewrites soil structure. When dropped into dead dirt, it forces its way downward, carving channels that bring oxygen and moisture back into the subsoil. A simple method is to broadcast daikon seeds across the area just before a rainfall or irrigation cycle. If you're working a survival garden or reclaiming an abandoned lot, allow the radishes to grow fully, then let them winter kill naturally. As the roots decompose, they leave behind vertical tunnels where water and microbial life can return. Many growers restoring compacted clay report that after one daikon cycle, the soil becomes workable again, allowing even delicate crop seedlings to establish roots where nothing survived before. The second plant injects nitrogen into dead soil with the efficiency of a biological generator. Hairy vetch has long been used in regions where land has been pushed beyond its limits. This legume traps nitrogen from the air and stores it in nodules on its roots, effectively loading the soil with a slow-release nutrient supply. A straightforward application is to seed vetch over the dead zone and allow it to run for one full cycle. Once it starts flowering, cut it down and leave it as a surface mulch. Over the next several weeks, the mulch breaks down and delivers nitrogen exactly where crops need it. Historically, this method was used to recover civilian Conservation Corps work sites after heavy soil disturbance, and the same pattern works perfectly in modern regenerative plots. The third plant pulls minerals from deep strata and transfers them into the topsoil where crops can reach them. Comfrey stands out for this role. Its deep roots tap reserves that ordinary vegetables can't access. The leaves, packed with potassium, calcium and trace nutrients, are one of the fastest ways to enrich dead dirt with real mineral content. A practical and efficient method is to plant comfrey along the borders of the affected area. Every time it produces a flush of leaves, cut the foliage and drop it directly onto the soil you're reviving. After a few cycles, you'll see the top layer turning darker, richer, and more crumbly. Medieval European farmers used comfrey for this same purpose, especially in livestock yards where soil had turned hard and depleted. Its track record spans centuries for a reason. The fourth plant resets diseased or chemically stressed dead soil through natural biofumigation. White mustard is a powerful tool for clearing soil problems that aren't visible, such as fungal pressure or microbe imbalance. When chopped and incorporated into the top layer, mustard releases compounds that temporarily suppress harmful organisms while creating conditions for beneficial microbes to rebound. A functional approach is to grow mustard until it reaches early bloom. Then cut it into small pieces and rake it lightly into the soil. Cover the area with a tarp for a couple of weeks. This mimics the method used in several post-war agricultural rebuild projects, especially in zones where disease pressure had become extreme. The fifth plant restores soil life during off-seasons when biological activity is usually lost. Winter rye is the master of this process. Its roots stay active even in cold conditions, feeding soil microbes when everything else goes dormant. This constant root exudation prevents the microbial collapse that turns soil into dead dirt. For growers who need a year-round fix, sow winter rye immediately after clearing a bed, then cut it down at soil level in spring. The root mass left behind becomes one of the most valuable organic contributions possible. This is the same technique used in Eastern European recovery farming during periods when fields were left idle for long stretches but still needed to maintain fertility. All 5 plants operate like a synchronized repair crew. One drills, one feeds nitrogen, one mines minerals, one resets the microbial balance, and one maintains life through the dormant months. Combined, they convert dead dirt into living soil, with a speed that surprises even experienced growers. Someone restoring a dead raised bed might begin with daikon, follow with hairy vetch, ring the borders with comfrey, rotate in mustard when disease pressure is suspected, and maintain the plot with winter rye. Within a single season, the soil goes from lifeless to responsive. If guides like this help you revive your growing spaces, make sure to subscribe to Hydrohaven and share this video with others working to bring dead soil back to life.